Hi everyone, we're live. Haven't got my computer so I can see what you guys can see, and I can't see chats. Well, I sort of can, but once I move the camera I won't be able to see them. So hopefully you guys can follow along. I am going to show you how to make these little fellas, these little doodahs. They get called lots of different names. I just call them a pouch because that's what they are. Little half moon pouch thing. I don't know, they clamshell pouches, I don't know what they call them, but anyway, I'm going to show you how to make them. And I do it by making my own pattern, and the easiest way to make the pattern is to get either an A4 piece of paper or an A3. G'day Naomi. So A3, I fold it in half, and then I basically measure 6 inches, like I fold it in half and then half again. And from this point, the center mark that I've made, 6 inches out to the side, and I measure 6 inches all the way along, keep marking, 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 all the way around until I get a half moon shape. And I do the same on the A4. Then I cut out 1.5 inch square while it's still in the half moon shape on either corner. Dink-a-dink. Then I open that out, and that gives me my pattern. Okay, so what was 6 inches now becomes 12 inch, and that 1.5 inch now becomes 3 inches across there. Good afternoon, Karen. Same with the A4, but I went 4 inches out because after I've folded A4 into 4 pieces, I find the halfway mark and I measure out 4 inches, mark it all the way along, little marks all the way along, and then draw the half circle, and that gives me 4 inches this way, and then I take out 3/4 of an inch here. That will then give me 8 inches across here, 1.5 inch by 3/4 of an inch, and that is a smaller one. So that is almost that size. This is a little bit bigger than that, but it gives you 2 sizes, and that's how I make my pattern for them. It's the easiest way to do it. And you don't have to buy any patterns. So this is a freebie for you guys. So I'll be uploading this onto YouTube for you to have a look. You'll also need, for the large one, you'll need an 18-inch zipper, which will go across there, gives you a little bit extra on either side. With the smaller one, you'll need a 12-inch zipper all the way across there. And on the other side, that's my 12-inch one, excuse me, and you'll end up pulling them apart. That is going to be my 8-inch still. Oh, good, Kathy, that's good news. That's my 18-inch continuous zip, and I've got zipper heads. Number 5s they are. They're little girls. I've got 2 for each one, so I'm going to make 2. I've got some wadding. I have some lining. And I also, which is batik, and I'm going to make them out of faux leather. So that one for one, and the lime green for the other. Oh, I know, it's pretty special. You can do it out of anything you want. You can do it out of batik or cotton or whatever you like. They're all cotton. You can also do it out of vinyl, like clear vinyl as well. When you do it out of batik, you'll need to add in a little bit of stiffener. With the faux vinyl, you don't really need to add a stiffener. What are we doing? We're making a little pouchy thing. You don't really need to, but you can, okay? I did find that stitching on my normal sit-down sewing machine with the vinyl can be a little bit tedious. So there are a couple of tricks, so I'm going to show you those as well, which I didn't grab from Mum. Do you want to pass me that blue tape dispenser underneath? Yep, right in front of you. Yep, that's it. There. So there's a little trick if you don't have a nylon foot. I'm working, can you tell? Be quiet for you at the moment. So first things first is you want to trace out your design onto your lining and your front and your wadding. With your wadding though, make it about 1/2 inch smaller than the actual design. I literally just draw the design out on the wadding, and then I cut you know, about a 1/4 inch all the way around, which makes it 1/2 inch on either end. So I'm going to turn the camera and you're going to follow me through step by step. So I'll be here for a while. So have fun. Let's turn this camera. There we go. I'll see if I can get it to move up a little. Up a days. There we go. There we go. All right. Okie doke. So, depending on which one I want to make and which size I want to make it in, I think I might do the patterned one into the small, and that will be the small one, and the larger one, that's going to be out of the green. I do have my iron here, but I think it's going to be in the way, so I'm going to shove her out. Hopefully it doesn't knock anything over. Okay. So get the green, whatever colour you choose. And you get yourself a permanent marker. You don't pin. Do not pin this stuff. I'll literally just draw on the outer edge and cut. Sort of draw half and half on the paper. As long as I get the design on there, the shape of it, I'm good to go. Mars in the background. She's cutting kits up for that little quilt that I did, and I'll be going through that. There'll be a free video also. Okie doke. So these I will upload for you. They're really easy to do, like I said. That's one. That was really hard, wasn't it? And then just get your, these are my big A scissors. Probably too big for the job at hand, but anyway. I might see if these are my paper scissors. They might do it. Yeah, they do it. And then just cut out the design all the way around. Because this is live, you can't fast forward, sorry. When it goes up on YouTube, you'll be able to fast forward. That was a bit cack-handed, wasn't it? All right. Just going to cut that straight up there. That out of the way. Hi Michelle, I can see these look so good. They're good, aren't they? They're quite cute. They're not too difficult. They're in the beginner intermediate section, I would say. Well, if I'm doing it, they've definitely got to be in the beginner section. And that's that one. Then we've got the lining for the lime green. I'm going with... as you do, as anyone would do, hot pink. So it's going to be my lining. So you can get your piece sideways, go that way. You can now pin it if you would so desire. I do have pins here. And just pin it in. Couple of places just to hold him down. It reminds me of old dressmaking, you know, when you cut out a pattern and then you've got to pin it down and all that jazz. All right. I need me blue handle scissors, but I don't have them. I think they're in my stuff for the shows. So it's very painstaking little cuts with my duckbills, but that'll do. Now, if you want your lining to be a little bit stiffer, you can put a bit of interfacing on your lining. I don't really think it's necessary with a faux. It's not really necessary with a faux leather. So I hope you all had a good Christmas. Looking forward to a safe New Year. I'm going to sleep it through. I've decided I'm sleeping through New Year's. I think Rod's going over to a mate's place. Me, I'm going to sleep. As you do. Alright, so that's that one. And you can mass produce, like you can actually do like 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric and cut through all at once and, you know, make say 4 at a time or whatever. That's those 2 done. And then we need some, actually we don't need the wadding for that one because I'm not going to. Again, like I say, you can put wadding in it. I think I did with that one. Don't think I did with this one. Just feeling it, just double checking. Oh no, I did. So we'll do the wadding. I couldn't remember. All right, let's do the wadding. You can just pin it down like I did before and trim it out. Oh, I don't know if they'll cut that because they're not real great. All right. That's that one. Crap, you'll be fiddling around with something creative knowing you. Probably kitchen. Yeah, oh look, you know, I might even take the sewing machine into the house. Alright, so I'm just going to pin that down. And I'm going to do a rough cut just to get some excess away. Because I'm going to cut a little bit smaller than what this is anyway. You can use an iron-on Pellon, but then I sort of thought, well, you're going to have to attach that to the lining, not the faux leather, because you'll melt your faux leather, your vinyl. All right, that'll do, donkey. So we will just open that back up. And I'm going to fold it in half-ish. Oh, there we go. You can see I've already cut a little bit smaller in spots. And I'm just going to trim around the edge of this a little bit more. Only reason why I'm doing it a little bit smaller is just so it's not in the seam, because it's fairly thick in the seam. So we thought if I cut a little bit smaller, it will miss the seams a bit. You don't want to cut it too small because then it'll float around in there. You could quilt it in if you wanted to. You can quilt it in. I didn't. I just popped it in. Okay, so that, look at that, fits like a gem. And that one. And then you've got the, oh, where did the big zip go? I buried it. Oh, there it is. And we've got the big zip. And then we have the zip heads, which we're going to have black on this one. And we're almost ready to go. So, Miss Beginning, did you have dimensions? Can you go back? And you can go back and watch later, Heather. Yes. I've given you instructions on how to make your own design. So, yes. Okay, so first things first, we want to put the zipper on. So we're going to need to do it this way. I'm going to pop that back over underneath. Just let me line her up again. Line that up. You can glue spray it if you want to, or you can put a bit of, you know, fusible tape or something like that. I just sort of winged it. You're going to need to get your zipper into 2 bits. And with right sides together, you're going to clip it around. This is where you'll need your little clips. But before you do that, snip the whole of this. Otherwise, you'll never get it to go around. It'll drive you nutty. It'll just be all creased and stuff. And we'll do the same to the other one. That. Okay, start with one side first. Right sides facing each other. The high side, or the rainbow pretty side, is going to be facing the front of the faux leather. Now you can also find the center, which does help, but in saying that, I have snipped everywhere. So you can mark that if you want to, but I'm going to wing it, as you do, and clip that around. Trying to grab that wadding at the same time, if it's there. If it's not, don't stress, it will get stitched in. And this just, I just sort of wing, like, just see that it's got similar amount on either side. Now, there. You'll need a few clips just to keep her steady. Okay, and that one. And then you'll go, you could use zipper tape, either. But I find this is just as easy, and I'll show you why. Either. I do like zipper tape though. Okay, I'm actually going to do a 1/8 stitch around that, but before I do that, I'm going to do the other side. Same deal, right side facing down. Oops, make sure it's facing inwards. The zipper's facing inwards, and we're going to eyeball that, place that at the top. As long as you've got a similar amount on either side of the zip, we're going to neaten it up anyway. And just clip around there. And what thread have I got on? The wrong one. I'll have to change my thread. There. There. And there. That's today's. Okay, so clip, clip, clip. See, beauty of YouTube is you can fast forward. All right. Okay, so we got that done there. If you're confident enough, you can actually go and place this on top your lining and do it all in one if you want to. Either. either way is fine. I'm going to do each step separately, just for giggle's sake. So I'm going to move the camera and all that jazz, and get the thread sorted. I was obviously had in my head to do the what they call it, the brown one first, and had the wrong thread in. Okay, so swap it over. You might notice I've got a zipper foot here. I can't see it. There it is there. I'm going to use my zipper foot. I'm going to see if I can zoom in for you. There we go. All right, 6,000 pairs of scissors out of the way. That out of the way. Now, if you find that you have trouble with the foot going over the faux leather, you can actually put a bit of tape on the base of your foot here, like that. Just cut the excess off, just like that. Okay, but cut that off, and that'll help it slide over the top of the faux leather. But it should go over it because I've got the zipper on this side and the furry side on that side. Now, I'm going to put my zipper in the middle, which it is, and needle in the down position. And I'm going to slow my machine down, do a back stitch, and around we go. Can you see what's going on there? Let's see if we can get you guys down to my viewing level. About there and there. Looky see. So I do a lot of stop and start here, which is perfectly fine. I normally do these videos and have just a normal foot on, and then I struggle. Learned the other day that the zipper foot is so much easier when you have a zipper on. Just putting it out there for everyone in the whole world. If you're going to do a zipper, try using a zipper foot. Just make it easier. Alright, and just back stitch there. And get away some clips. Pop them in your little clip bag. Lift that one up. And just move over. And the wadding should just sit there on the back a bit until we're ready to put the lining and everything on and stitch a little bit closer. When you're using a clear vinyl, just saw this, what are we making? We're making a little pouch. It's like a half moon sort of clamshell-y type shape. Yeah, when you're using the clear vinyl, anything that's like a clear vinyl jelly, you might need, because it's some of it more tackier than others, and they sort of stick to the foot, you might need to use that little trick with the tape. When you're using, I mean, you can sew the whole thing with a zipper foot. There's no reason why you can't. You can sew it with a normal foot as long as it doesn't keep grabbing all the time. And using that tape trick does help. Okay, so that's them just sewed on like that, and I'm going to just move the camera and zoom back out, and down we go. All right, now we're going to put, oh, my machine wants to rotate. You can stop doing that. We're going to put the lining on and do the exact same thing with your clips. This time we're going to stitch a proper a 1/4 inch seam. So just line it up. Like you can cut a center piece to mark your center and line that up and everything. I can sort of see here that, you know, if I clip here at that end, I clip at this end here, it's going to sit. It's going to sit in there. All right, and then just clip that around, pushing your zipper out of the way. And the same with the other side. So get that end to meet that. Do the same on the other side. Can meet that one. And that one there. Oh, hang on a second. Before I do any of that, I didn't top stitch. Let's top stitch. Oh, nearly made a boo-boo. Jeez, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Sorry, guys. Apologise. And I can't cut that out because I'm hopeless with cutting out things on YouTube. All right, let's do the top stitch. Fold that over. And this is where you'll catch your lining. Fold that over. And what I found is the clips, and if you've got the ones that don't leave a mark, great. But if you do, don't stress. Fold it over. And clip that down. We're going to top stitch all the way around. It's fairly, yeah. I nearly forgot, didn't I? I mean, it wouldn't have mattered too much, just it's a bit prettier when you top stitch. What am I thinking? Oh, Michelle, for God's sake. I can do it because it's open. I had it right. All right, I need to go back to bed and start again. Guys, just saying. All right. I'm going to save some time. I wondered why. I'm thinking, why am I freaking out? I'm just going to do that. Have a Michelle moment. And we're going to sew that down. So I'm going nuts. By the way, the thread I'm using is basically a cheap poly thread. Nothing exciting. It's one of the ones out of the cheap packs I had. And I think it's 50 weight, 40 weight, something. There we go. All right. It's hopeless. I'm used to, you should be used to that by now with me. All right, let's try again. And let's zoom in a bit. Hello, Pam. All right, let's just tip that up. Maybe. Right, a little bit more. Is it going to stay? Come on. Oh, yeah, little booger. Oh, this will go down well on YouTube, won't it? There we go. That's it. Okay. All right, so what I'm doing is going to move my needle over so that's over that way, and that's going to give me my 1/4 inch. Starting off the seam there. I don't know why I thought I had to do that first. And Talk about panic. Having a Michelle moment. Should be all used to that by now. I'm pretty, it's pretty normal for me to make a mistake at least once or twice during a video. Now, if you find you get to here and it's sort of sitting a little bit further than that, than the top, the lining is a little bit further than the top, don't freak out. You can always trim that. It's no biggie. Golly gosh, Michelle, you had me confused. Sorry about that, Terry. Had me confused. Alrighty. Because I'm so used to doing a top stitch, I sort of went, oh, got to do that. No, do it after lining. Mad woman. I don't know why. I think I need more coffee, Mum. I've still got my coffee there. I haven't drank it all. That's my problem. Not enough caffeine. Hey, look, you're lucky I got all the pieces together and like ready for a demo, let alone have this all organised. Yeah, right. Nearly there. Apologies again, you can add some wash away tape tear on. Yeah, it's great to set. Yep. I said a hands. When is the next live sale? Not until New Year, unless I get something swish in between. It won't be until New Year. So I'm just gonna. Oops, wrong way. There we go. All right. So we got it all finally together. Now all I want you to do now is turn it the right way out, which is really simple. Normally I fight it at this time, but because it's got such a big opening there and there's two of them, I tend not to fight this one too much. I pop my hand in and I just smooth that out. Don't be tempted to use the iron at this point because you've got faux leather or vinyl of any kind. Not a good idea. But do the wiggly with your fingers. Push it down. And clip around. This is where you clip. This is what I was trying to do before, one step too early. I mean, you can decorate it, you can do whatever you like. You could cross hatch on it, you could pre-quilt it, whatever suits. Just make sure that lining is nowhere near your zipper. And just pin that, clip that around. Do not use pins on faux leather. Yeah, next live sales won't be till the new year. I want to concentrate on some demo videos, and I got that quilt that I made. I want to do a video on that, explaining how that works, so that I've got some kits for that in different colors, so that you guys, you want to make one, it's quite easy and you'll have a video to follow through. All right, so now I'm going to take it back to the machine. These would be good with embossed funnel. Yes, I'm going to make one in that out of the small one. That'll be next video. All right, so here we go. We're going to go and top stitch that. So let's take it back to the machine. All right, top stitch for me would be a number 4 length. And I move the needle over. I want about 1/8 from the edge of the fold where this towards the zipper. and I want it a number 4 mil zip, a stitch, sorry, my bad. And back stitch there. Now this is where you can have trouble. You can see it doesn't want to do it, so I'm going to cut off. Oh, it's got wrapped around that foot. Hang on. Where is it? I have to get wrapped around. Come here, little darling. There we go. A little bit of thread in there we don't want. So what I'm going to do is get that little bit of tape, place that down. Make sure your needle doesn't go through the tape, it'll just clag up your tape. Just going to lift it up. And I'm going to pop that under here. Just going to put my needle in the down position, just make sure it's nowhere near. Still a bit stiff. I think it's because it's got so much in there, but it is working. I might just slow it down. There we go. Just make sure that tape doesn't get in the way. It's funny because I feel like I'm a bit more worried about where the tape is than worrying about where my needle is. Okay, so that's top stitched there. Wood masking tape, no, it needs to be smooth. So it's all stitched there. So we go along here. Probably would work better if I had a little bit on the back as well, which I could do. Pop it on the back bit of it. Hang on, let me just take that off. Pop it on the back. What you don't want is it anywhere near the needle. So I'll do on both ends of that. Foot down. Let's see what that does. Just going to move it up there. Just don't want it near my needle. Getting near. See if that helps. About the same. Probably a walking foot would work better. Hi, Bev. No, I haven't got them on today. Oh, yay. All right, so they're both done. Alrighty, so I'm just going to take off that tape, so I don't want to leave it on there and forget and then get it all mucked up. There. I don't want to create a tacky feel on my little foot. So that is all done, and we're going to, I think, did I zoom in? No, I didn't. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My finger's in the way. All right, so that's top stitched, ready to go. Now we need to turn it inside out again, and no, we don't, because that's done. Yeah, no, we're done. All right, beautiful. Okay, so what we want to do now is do the zipper. I don't know why I was thinking I had to turn it inside out. I'm going mad today. I need to go back to bed and start again, Mum. Decided. I need to stop now. All right. Line up those sides, okay? Like, and I mean this bit, this cutout bit here. And just even up your zippers. So you can see how one is much longer than the other. So I'm going to line it up with that one. And I'm going to cut through that bit there. And I'm going to just trim that off. Let's just muck off there. And the other side, do the same. Line her up. Make sure that side's lined up. And trim those two sides even. Just don't want the fluff on there. All right. Okay. We're done. Now, I mean, you can stitch lines, you could do whatever you like. You can embroider on it, whatever you desire. Don't matter. So, my black zipper heads. Now, just going to cut that thread off. You're going to need to put them on. My zipper thing is over there, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. It's just how I roll. My zipper attachment is way over on the other side of the table. So put one side in there. I could go running over there and try and do it, or I could just, you know, get over myself and just put it on anyway. Shove that on. My foot on it. Come on, you little bugger. There we go, that's one. And then this one. That side. And that side. Get in there, you little darling. That one there. The only problem is I never have enough hands to do this when I try and do it. Now that's a bit wonky. I have to start again. You can't have those two ends. See how that I had those two ends? They were like this. Can't. Oh, other way around, you deal. You can't have them too wonky, otherwise it'll end up with a bubble in the middle. So you want to have them reasonably close. There we go. That one's nice and easy. So then we've got. That's what it's going to look like that. All right. So they're on. All right, turn her inside out. This is the inside out part I got myself confused with before. All right, turn her inside out. Those zippers, make sure they don't come off. You could put a little stitch across there. Either is fine. Now, you want to push them so they line up really, really as best as you can. bestest. Hang on. There, that's it. Your finger in there, make sure it's flattened out. Finger in that side. Sure that's fairly flattened out. We're going to sew across here. Might need to go up a little bit just to keep that nice and straight. There we go. Don't cut anything off yet. And then we're going to do the same with the other side. It's where it gets a little bit bulky and you might want your walkie foot on, because the other ones do struggle to get over the zipper. So there, that end, there, that end. Just want to make sure it's the zipper sort of lining up somewhere in the center, reasonably close. You could also, if you wanted to, at this point, if you wanted to do like a little tag, like a little grab tag, you know, like a little loop, you could pop it in here and you'd pop it inside there. That would be the place to go. I can see that my front is shorter than my back there, so I've got to watch that as I come across here. I'm going to probably come up about here and come across there and zip that in. So I'll pop, try and see if it'll do it with the other foot. It might work, might not. We'll give it a whirl, see what happens. It could only growl at me, make it hard. Try this way. I'll go that way so I can see what I need to stitch in. So I'm feeling for where the pleather is and making sure that I've got, down, I've got a good stitch length, like width there. I'm just going to put my stitch length down to 2 because it was still on the other. Just go steady over this. On the zipper section, go backwards and forwards. It does get a lot of pull there at that area. And straight across and back stitch at the end. Don't forget to back stitch because, like I say, it gets a lot of beating. And that's stitched there. We're going to do the same for the other side. That's my husband starting up his car. Pretty proud of himself. Alright, cross. I've got it without the walking foot. Yours might as well, but if it doesn't, grab the walking foot. That's what they're for. And it should just cut through it easy. Okey-doke. So I've just done those two, okay? And I'm going to now trim those off. Do not do it with your really good scissors because you're cutting through a lot of zipper and pleather and yada yada. That is a really noisy car. And before I do anything else, I just make sure they're the same width. Okay, so they're roughly the same. Cut off your little threads and everything because they'll give you the irrits. Cut that one off too. And this is where I need the iron, so I'm just going to shove the machine over. Bring over my iron. Okay, now out of these little offcuts that I had from cutting out the pattern, I'm going to use these for covering this up. Okay, so I'm going to make it. I can tell you how wide that is. That is maybe 3 to 6. So let's do 4 inches roughly. So again, guesstimate. And by around about 1.5 inches. So I'm just gonna grab that. I'm gonna just a piece like that, and that's just got to be able to go over that end. Okay, so 2 like that because you've got 2 ends. Let's see if that one's got enough on it. Nope. This one, it's going to be way too long. This one, it's more than 4 inches, but I can trim that off. Okay, all right, so get your little piece, fold it in half, then open it out, fold in half again, either ends inwards, okay, and just give it a quick press like that, and like that. We're going to, hopefully that will go over. Do the same for the other one. He's just sitting there revving it. Oh, yeah. I think he's going for another drive, so in a couple of days. I think next week sometime. Okay. And then open that out. Now, go from this side. Just want to clear that a little bit cleaner. Grab, open it up, this one, and just clip that on from there to there. And I'm going to turn it over to sew it because I want to sew directly on that line that I have. I'm going to do the exact same thing on here. It's going to be too long. I am going to trim it, which is fine. That's no biggie. So just those on there. Move the iron out of the way. And let's take this over to here. Over here. See, Marine. All right. So flip it over. And on the other side, push that down, keep it out of your way. Stitch exactly on that line. Okay? Exactly. Mine looks like it's going to have some green top stitching when I'm finished off that pink. That's too bad. So sad. That's the way it's going to be. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to fold that over, fold those sides in. Now if they're too long you can trim them here. We're just going to fold those sides in. Just going to put a clip there and a clip there. So I find that I don't have enough fingers when I do these sort of things. And then you've got these folds here that we've already got. So fold it in, so you don't have a raw edge, and fold over, and make sure that you come up to that stitch line and cover that seam. Like I say, you're going to have a top stitch. You would, on a pink one, probably change it at home to a nice pink thread, but this little black duck doesn't always do the right thing. Just got a little bit hanging out there, tuck her in. Now, trim that off and put that there. We're going to do the same to the other side. So fold it in, like I say, clip it so it just stays and behaves itself. On the other side, green thread's going to be annoying. Okay, and fold that in and over. If it won't go over, you might need to cut more off this end bulky bit where the zipper is. It'll be because you've got too much length there. And that one up there, meet up with that. And that one there. Meet up with that. And that little green thread in there. There. Okay, so now I am going to stitch across there 1/8 from the edge of that, from there up 1/8. So I'm going to move my needle right over. Does help if you've got a pair of tweezers at this point. Needle down, do a couple of stitches forward and back. I haven't changed my stitch length at all. I've left it at like 2.4 because I do not want it coming undone. And that is that stitched on, just like that. It's black on the other side. And then we do this one. Okay, that one's done. So you trim either way, trim your threads off, all that jazz. Okay. And voila, you're done. You can turn her out the right way now. Doesn't matter if your zipper comes undone. Push them out like that. And she's ready to go. Like that. There he is. The zipper's in the middle. So that's it. That's how it's done. Really simple. You can quilt them so they're pre-quilted looking. You can embroider on them. You could do anything, you know. You can put your little made by, made for, all that sort of stuff. Made these for my granddaughters for Christmas. Oh, nice, Bev. That's awesome. They're a great little thing, and I probably make it look way too hard. They are very easy. I always make things look hard when I do videos. But yeah, done. And then it's a matter of case now of doing the one that's going to be made out of this one, which I think will be lovely. That faux leather is gorgeous. All right, so way too close. Way too close. As far as live sales concerned, you're probably looking at not this Monday but the following, because it's New Year's Eve. Unless, of course, I get some sort of new stock in that I want to show you, and then I might bring one up earlier. What else is there? But yeah, so that's a bit larger than that, different shape. You can do it any which way you like. You can make it sort of come in more, so it's higher than it is wider, that type of thing. You're welcome, Karen. I'm going to pop these up. You can place it on a fold of fabric, so you can just draw it out as half and place it on a fold, which is, you know, easy to do as well. So I'll pop these up as well for you, so you've got the two different sizes there, so you can see how they're done, and you've always got the video, so you can go through. Easy. Just don't stuff it up like I do. Make it look easy, because that's something I don't do. No, I'm joking. You guys will make it look so much easier than I do. Always say, you guys do it better than I do. Anywho. All right, now the other thing I wanted to show you was this quilt done. Oh, she's a long way away. Mind our kitchen in the background there. That way. You can stuff up anything a bit like me. So that's the panel. Now we're making kits up. There'll be a video coming soon of me. I'll have it pre-recorded. I'll pre-record it so that you can actually make this. So you'll be able to buy a kit with a free link to the video. And we're making them up into kits of different colorways. So there'll be like a mauve, blue, green, neutral, like natural color, that sort of thing. So they're coming soon as well. Plus, also going to do another faux frolly tote. So that one's pretty, even if it's got pink on it. Very pink. It's more like a mauvey pink, but it does have pink in it. So yeah, so there's a really nice blue one as well. It does look cool. And also at the end of it, I have enough to make 3 pillowcases. So I thought, to the back like that, I'll put some studs in them, like little snap things. There is some, Bev, yeah, I do have still some stock here. So enough to make 3 of those pillowcases, as well as the quilt. That'll be enough in the kit, so you'll have the ability to do that. Yeah, I do. I do have some, but I have got more coming. Always more coming. I'm hoping my other stuff comes before that, but anyway, that's another story, and that's a bit exciting, and when it comes, I'll let you know. What else is there? That's about it. Yeah. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and have a safe New Year. I will see if I can get another video out in the next couple of days and maybe do the brown one and not stuff this one up, because I do like that brown. I do. And good question, Pat. That's the lining I'm going to use. The quilt would be, it's a good size, I think. I reckon I measured it the other day. Wow. Hang on. Give me a second, Pat. Oh, you're asking me a hard question. It's about 1.60 m by 1.15 m. Yeah. Nice weight. Yeah, so 1.10 m, 15 that way, 1.60 m that way. So good size. And you can add borders, make it bigger and bigger if you want to make it bigger. But that's a good size. And yeah, when I get the quilt kits done and stuff, I can, well, you'll know the pattern. You can just pick out a colourway. So yeah. It's all right, Pat. Yes, I'm only joking. It's not really a hard question. I'm just making it hard. Like I say, I make everything look hard. All right, guys, we will chat to you soon. Thank you for joining me. Talk again. Bye.